Welcome to Debutante Renegade. On today's show, the importance of playing it cool in early dating. But first, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, hit the notification bell. And if you have a question or topic of your own that you'd like me to do a show on, send me an email, debutanterenegade@gmail.com. Thank you so much. On to today's topic, playing it cool in early dating. Okay, so I have a friend who has recently started exploring a romantic relationship with a man, and she's a bit out of practice. It's been a while since she's had a new relationship, quite a few years. She got out of a relationship not that long ago, but she's ready to start dating and exploring again, and she's just a bit out of practice. And we've been talking a little bit here and there, but she shared some stuff with me, and I was like, oh no. Oh no, don't do that. So I'm here to share, to help the rest of you in the event that you might be making some of these same mistakes early on when it comes to early dating. So a couple things that I think are really important when you're just getting to know somebody, I think keeping things really light and really just light and fun and cool is important, as opposed to getting too heavy, too deep, too fast. And don't get me wrong, I think it's really important to be open and honest and sharing and go deep with people. That is my way. I like to do that. But I think as you're getting to know somebody, keeping things light, keeping them playful, keeping them fun is good in the beginning, and continue to do that throughout a relationship, of course, right? You want to have fun, you want to play, you want to laugh, you want to flirt, but especially more than ever at the beginning, keep things light, keep things playful. With that, I think it's really important to watch expectations. I think many of us, when we start talking to somebody, we start to fantasize what it's going to be like to be with that person, or if it works out, then it's going to look like this, and oh, what this person is like in bed, and fantasizing about all these different things about this person without actually really knowing them super well yet. And this can start to get into danger zone, because if we're fantasizing too much, we're not in reality with this person, what they're like, the situation. We're kind of creating this construct of this person that we want them to be. And then when we're actually around them, when we go on dates with them in real life, in reality, we're going to be disappointed. So it's really important to kind of limit your expectations. And with that, be careful what you say and what you set up for your partner. So in the instance of my friend, she told him on the phone that she was ready to be physical with him. She hadn't been physical with anybody for a long time, and she wanted to be intimate with him physically. And I mean, I'll just come right out and say it. She told him she wanted to have sex with him, right? And I was like, no, you did not say that. I was like, you can't put that much pressure on the guy. Okay, so if the guy was like a player and that's all he was looking for, I'm sure he'd be stoked. I'm sure there's plenty of men out there that'd be like, what? No, that'd be great. I'd love that. But the way that these two are exploring and their personality types, this guy's more shy, he's looking for a long-term serious thing. You know, to me, this was not the right approach. This put an expectation on him that he was going to have to perform and be ready for this. And it kind of takes the organic play situation out of the equation to just let them discover each other when they're around each other and take it as it comes. And if they feel like doing that, and if it gets to that point, then great. And if it doesn't, it doesn't, you know. But by putting that expectation, I think one, it could scare the guy away. Two, it could create the expectation that he's expecting this to happen. And then if you're in the moment and you're like, whoa, actually, I'm not feeling it, then you're going to confuse him. So I think we have to be really careful early on in relationships to play it cool and keep our expectations down for ourselves, but also be careful what we say to this potential partner that might create an expectation in their mind. In this instance, if you haven't slept with them, maybe wait to tell them that you feel ready for that, unless you've already really established a physical connection with this person and maybe you've kind of done everything except have sex with them. And then you're telling them, I think I'm ready next time we see each other to go all the way or whatever. I think that wouldn't be too much of a stretch expectation wise if you've already kind of been physical with each other. But if you've never even kissed, telling somebody that you want to have sex with them, I think it just scares that person away. Again, depending, I think there are plenty of other types of people out there who would be happy to hear that. But I think if you're really looking for more of a long-term serious relationship and the person that you're talking to is a little more shy, a little more introverted, then, I think that could create a situation where you scare them away. I just would be careful setting up expectations with people for yourself and putting too much pressure. I think that's the word that I've been looking for this whole time. I think that telling somebody you want to have sex with them when you've never even kissed them could create pressure. And I'm not saying it does that every time, but that could put pressure on a person. It could put pressure on a man. Like he could feel that he needs to perform or whatever. And, I think it's just better to let these things develop more organically. That's my 2 cents. And that goes with everything. Just watch the pressure, men and women alike, same-sex couples, just be careful how much pressure you put on a person early on. Just really keep things light, allow things to develop on their own organically without putting too much pressure or expectation on the other person. Let them show you what they're ready for and let them know what you're ready for. I think it's safe to say to a prospective partner, I feel it's been a long time since I've been physically intimate with somebody. I'm feeling that I'm ready to be physically intimate again in life. I'm ready to have sex again. You can say that. You can share with them where you're at without saying, I want to have sex with you. And that might be fine to say that, but I just, in this particular instance with my friend, I feel like once she was actually in the moment with this person too, I think she did kind of change her mind and she didn't want that so much anymore, but she'd already told the person that she did want that. So it creates kind of a confusing thing. I would just be careful, tread carefully in these arenas, exercise caution. You can say what you're ready for, but be careful about the pressures and expectations you put on somebody else. Make sure you have your own boundaries in place, make sure you're asking for what you need, but also really do your best to honor another person and where they're coming from and figure out what that looks like too. Look out for yourself, but look out for others too, and try to create the best, most honest connection that you can without too much expectation and without too much pressure. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. I would love to hear what you guys think. So give me a comment, and if you want to give me something in private, you can send it to debutanterenegade@gmail.com. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you in the next one. Have a beautiful rest of your day.